Someone once said that you can't go home again, but they lacked vision. And a temporal discombobulator.
Hello, my name is Sneakywoolcloth and welcome to my channel. In this video we will be going through some good leveling weapons for Spellcaster and armor for Spellcasters. More precisely cloth armor, mages, priests and warlocks. As druids can use leather and shaman can use mail, I'm not taking them so much in account, but the same principle works for them as well, since they can use cloth armor and might find many of these things very useful for leveling as well. The items I've chosen here is fairly easy to obtain. The items which are pretty good but has a very low drop rate I have sorted out because, well, when it's that low of a drop rate it's very hard to get. So sitting here and naming a bunch of items, weapons, cloth, rings, etc. with absolutely no drop rate is kinda not the point. This is for leveling and good leveling gear, so I have dropped those out. Okay, so before we kick off, I just want to say that down in the description you will find links to every item. There is also a time index showing head, shoulder, chest and so on, so use it if you want to. So there is a lot of items with random enchantments, and I can't cover them all, so this is a general information about them. As a spellcaster you will need to see what enchantment fits you and what you need there and then, and of course it is needs depending on your class and how you play. For example, a Shadow Priest benefit the most from intellect. You can gain mana and spell critical strike chance from intellect. And Spirit increases your health regeneration while out of combat and increases your mana regeneration while not casting spell. For a Holy Priest, Spirit is more important than Intellect because Spirit will increase your heal power like the talent Spiritual Guidance. But have in mind you won't get that until level 20 plus. So for endgame stat priority list for Holy Priest will look something like this. Heal power, spirit, MP5, spell power, int, stamina and spell crit. But for now, don't even waste your time to think about it. You will learn that sooner or later or just look it up as you're growing stronger. But let's just keep it simple. For healers, spirit, int, stamina, shadow priest, int, stam, spirit, mages, int, stam, spirit as well. For warlocks at this level I would concentrate on stamina and intellect and might see if I could get some gear with spell damage or spell crits. Stamina is also the health pool of your demon, so it is very important to get those mobs to stay away. But take a look it up, learn your character and learn your class. Back to the random enchantments. If you're a damage caster, any of these down below are pretty great. You have of the eagle and of the owl if you feel you need some more spirit, or any of the damage ones are pretty great. But of course it depends on your class. Shadow damage for warlocks and priests, fire damage for fire mage and frost damage for frost mages. For healers you have of spirit, of the whale, of the owl, and of course you have healing ones as well. But let's not spend more time on this and let's go straight on to the items. Head armor. There is not much head armor at these low levels, but one you can get is the lucky fishing hat. It's a quest called a rare fish and you can get it from Fishbot 5000 and it takes place in Stranglethorn. It requires level 1 to enter and it gives plus 15 to stamina. Another headgear you can get are the green tinted goggles. Well, if you don't know how to do this, I suggest you drop this one because it's quite costly and you really need to know how to make them and get the ingredients. It is quite hard, but many twinks back in the days used these, but then they already had a character from before. But anyways, it gives plus 8 stamina and plus 7 to spirit. For the neck, there is not many neck amulets out there. But if you want, you can do some PvP and buy it from the Warsong Supply Officer or Silverwing Supply Officer. But do remember that you need rank and gold to buy various PvP items. Depending on the item, you need a specific rank. In this case, the neck amulets for PvP is plus 2 agility and plus 2 stamina. So not that much to cheer for us spellcasters. Shoulders, Talbar Mantle. It's a quest reward after finishing the quest in Nightmare, which can be obtained at level 10 from Fala Sagewind for the Horde and Alliance. She is friendly to both of you guys. It gives you 6 intellect and 3 stamina. Ghostly Mantle is a quest reward after finishing the quest Deathstalkers in Shadowfang, which can be obtained at level 18 by High Executor Hadrak. The quest takes part in Shadowfang Keep and can be obtained for both Horde and Alliance. It gives plus 5 intellect and plus 5 spirit. Magician's Mantle is a random drop and drop from over 300 mobs, and you can find it in chests as well. Take a look down below in the link for the drop locations and have an eye out on the auction house. It gives plus 9 intellect and increased damage and healing done by magical spells and effect by up to 5. For the back we have Pearl Clap's Cloak. This is made from tailoring, so my guess is that there will be many of these on the auction house, or you can make them yourself depending what you have chosen. Requires level 14 and gives plus 3 to intellect. You can get the patterns from a trainer. Heavy Woolen Cloak. Another bag made by tailoring, requires level 16, and the pattern here is sold by trainer as well. It gives plus 4 to spirit. Engineer's Cloak is a quest item from the quest Gerenzo Wrench Whistle. You can get the quest from Sis Physics, which I need to keep my tongue in my mouth there, who is located in the Stone Talon Mountain. Both sides can take this quest and it gives plus 5 stamina and plus 2 to intellect. You're required to be level 16 to get this quest. Sanguine Cape is a wool drop, requires level 17 and it gives plus 4 to intellect. Caretaker's Cape Battle Healer's Cloak is a good option for healers as it gives plus 9 healing, plus 2 spirit and plus 4 stamina. To get this cape you need to do PvP and buy it from your faction supply officer. Wrist Crystalline Cuffs drop in Ragefire Chasm from Targaman the Hungerer and has a 33% drop chance. Gives plus 2 spirit and plus 1 intellect. Mind Thrust Bracers drops from random mobs in Shadowfang Keep and gives plus 7 to intellect and minus 5 stamina. Requires a level 17. Bright Braces is a wool drop, required level 18 and it gives plus 4 to intellect. Over to the rings. Clergy Ring is a reward from the quest The Tower of Altalax, and it is given by Delgren the Purifier, found in Ashenvale. It says it's a quest for both faction, but as she is from Stormwind and reacts hostile to the Horde, I guess that's an error. But anyways, the ring gives plus 1 to stamina and plus 3 to spirit. Seal of Vryn is a fantastic all-around quest reward for the Alliance. The quest is called An Audience with the King, given by Barros Alexstone in Stormwind. +4 to stamina and int, and +3 to spirit, agility and strength. You need to be level 16 to start this quest. Totemic Clan Ring is a quest reward for the Horde. The quest is called Revenge of Gan, and it starts with Gan Stonespire, found in the Southern Barrens, and it requires level 17. It gives +3 int and +3 spirit. Black Pearl Ring drops from Lady Vesperia, a rare level 22 elite in Winterspring. The drop rate is 35% and it gives +6 spirit and +1 intellect and 1 stam. Requires level 17. Lavishly Jeweled Ring. You will have to go to the Dead Mines and kill Gilnid the Melter. It has a drop rate on 45% and it gives +2 to agility and +7 intellect, and it requires level 17. The Black Widow Band is a wall drop which gives +7 to intellect and requires level 19 to wear. This ring is a fantastic ring for mages. Other rings to mention is the PvP rings, which are quite good at this level. Gloves. Heavy woolen gloves, homemade by tailors and give +2 to intellect and +2 to spirit. Requires level 12. Mage Fist Gloves is a very nice piece of armor at this level, drops from over 200 mobs and also in most instances around this level. It gives +3 stamina, +4 spirit and +5 intellect. Requires level 15. Apothecary Gloves can be obtained through 2 different quests. Dig Rat Stew, a cook quest given by Grub in Orgrimmar, or Serpent Bloom given by Apothecary Sama in Thunderbluff. You need to be level 14 and 15 on these quests to start, and it is for Horde only. The gloves give +3 intellect and +2 to spirit. Gnull Casting Gloves is a wall drop that gives +6 to healing and damage done by magic spells, requires level 17. Bright Gloves, another wall drop giving +4 intellect and +4 to spirit, requires level 19. So let's head over to the chest. Spellbinder Vest is a wall drop giving +5 to intellect, and you need to be level 12. Spellbinder Robe, another wall drop that gives you +4 spirit and +2 intellect, also required level 12. Manaviv Robe and Lesser Spellfire Robe. This is a quest chain reward for mages for both sides. Manaviv Robe is given by Vin Larsen, a robe merchant in Stormwind. Lesser Spellfire Robe is given by Josef Gregorian, a tailor trainer in Undercity. They both give +6 to intellect and can be started at level 15. Seer's Robe is a wall drop giving +6 to intellect and +3 to spirit. Requires level 16 to wear. Grey Woolen Robe, a chest piece that should be available to everyone. It's made by tailors and it gives +5 to intellect and +4 to stamina. Requires level 16. Barkshell Tunic. If you're lucky enough to be on the Horde side, you can get the Barkshell Tunic on a quest reward from the quest Betrayal from Within. It starts with Mangletooth, located in Camp Turayo in the Barrens. Give +4 to stamina and +7 to intellect. You can start this quest at level 17. Corsair's Overshirt. A 21 elite named Edwin van Cleef drops this and can be found in the Dead Mines. The drop rate is around 30% and it gives you +11 to spirit, +5 stamina, and it's required level 19. Waist. Seer's Belt is a wool drop that gives +4 intellect and is required level 13. Grassland Sash is the quest reward for the Horde. The quest Consumed by Hatred starts with Mankirk at the crossroads in the Barrens. Requires level 14 to start, and it gives plus 3 intellect and plus 3 stamina. Relic Hunter Belt is a quest rewards for the Alliance. The quest The Absent-Minded Prospector starts with Archaeologist Holly in the Darkshore. Requires level 15 to start and gives plus 4 intellect, plus 2 spirit and plus 2 to strength. Kellar's Girdle. It drops from over 300 creatures and humanoids, and if you get your hands on these, you have struck gold. And I just have to empathize that when I say will drop, it's 400 plus mobs, so this is a bit lower, so I kind of tend to state the number. Anyways, it gives plus 8 intellect and plus 3 stamina, and required level 18. Now over to the legs. Hand-stitched linen breeches. Might be the first useful greens you get your hands on. Made by tailors, pattern sold by trainers, gives plus 2 intellect and plus 2 spirit, and it requires level 9. Gashly Trousers. Horde quest takes place in Rage Fire Chasm at level 13 to 22 dungeon. The quest is called The Power to Destroy and starts with Varimatras in Undercity. Gives you plus 4 intellect and plus 2 stamina. Stamped Trousers, a quest reward for both sides. The quest is called Wand to Bethor and starts at a dusty shelf found in Silverpine Forest on the Fenris Island. Gives plus 3 stamina and plus 3 intellect. Requires level 14. Heavy Woolen Pants. Made by tailors, requires level 17 to wear and gives plus 3 int and plus 6 spirit. The pattern is sold by trainers. Dark Weave Breeches. Drops from 300 mobs plus, but has a fairly low drop rate, but still a lot of mobs out there. But if you get them, you're either rich or will have some very nice pants as you level. This is an item well sought after by level 19 Trinkets. Gives plus 6 to spirit, plus 7 intellect, plus 4 stamina, and requires level 17. Boots. Nat Pagel's Extreme Angling Boots. A quest reward for both sides. This quest also starts in Stranglethorn with Fishbutt 5000, and the quest is called Rare Fish Brunwell's Blue Striped Razor. This can be obtained at level 1 as the head, and the boots give you plus 12 to stamina and plus 5 fishing. Soft-soled linen boots, made by tailors, requires level 11, and the pattern can be bought from trainers. Plus 2 stamina and plus 2 intellect. Buckled Boots, a quest for Horde players, can be started at level 13 and is called Free from the Hold. And it's given by Galhara's Firebolt, located in Northwatch Halls in the Barrens. Gives plus 4 stamina and plus 2 intellect and 1 spirit. Foreman's Boots is a wool drop that gives you plus 4 stamina and plus 2 intellect. Requires level 16. And the last boots for the day is Spider Silk Boots, the crown jewel in tailoring at this level. Requires level 20 and the pattern is taught by trainers, gives plus 4 stamina, plus 4 intellect and plus 7 spirit. And now over to some weapons, or staff more precisely. Staff of Westfall is a quest for the Alliance called the Defias Brotherhood, which starts with Grian Stoutmantle, found in Westfall, and it takes place in the Dead Mines. Gives plus 11 spirit, plus 5 intellect, and you need to be level 14 to start it. Crescent Staff. For the Horde side, we have a quest called Leaders of the Fang, which takes place in the Wailing Caverns. You get the quest from Nara Wildmane in Thunderbluff, and it requires level 14, gives +7 int, +7 stam, and +7 to spirit. Witching Staff is a nice drop in Shadowfang Keeps for Warlock and Shadow Priest. Gives +11 intellect and +11 damage with shadow spells. Requires level 17. Staff of the Friar drops in Black Phantom Deeps by random mobs. Requires level 19 and it gives +11 spirit, +4 stamina and +3 intellect. Twisted Chanter Staff. So if you haven't got any of the other staffs above, there's still hope for you. Twisted Chanter Staff is a wall drop that gives +10 to int and +6 to stamina and requires level 19. Last staff of the day is the Staff of Zoran Rook. It's a quest reward for warlocks for both sides. The quest, the Orb of Zoran Rook, starts with Dohan Karan in the Barrens, and you must be level 20 to start it. Equipped, it increases damage done by shadow and fire spells and effect up to 9. And the last item of the day are trinkets, but there isn't many of them at this low level, so PvP, here you come. Rune of Perfection, which gives +4 stamina and requires level 20. Well, that's all I have this time. I hope I haven't wasted too much of your time, and I hope you got some information you needed. Next week I will have a look at gear from level 21 to 40, so if you don't want to miss it, hit that subscribe button. This is Sneakywoolcloth, sneaking out. See you all in WoW Classic, the 27th of August 2019. Goodbye.